Welcome back, y'all, to the Solomon Project, where it's not how much you make, it's how much you keep that counts. I'm your host, Richard Burns. Welcome, y'all, to North Carolina. Laurel Springs, North Caroliners. Last night was a wonderful night, as usual, at the Solomon Project for what is known as Saturday Night Live at the Solomon Project. Wonderful. Big shout out to Tina. She's got her channel, Tina Mo Show. Tina came on last night and revealed some very personal stuff. Very personal stuff. I learned, and many on the live learned. Oh, look at that! A calf getting milk from mama cow. I don't know if you were able to see that or not. This is one of those narrow, winding roads. And if you look to the right, you can see that one false move and you could be rolling over. Now, this ain't nothing like some of the roads I've seen in, I think it's Bolivia, along a mountainside. Roads so narrow that is absolutely crazy. And there have been large vehicles, buses, even cars that have fallen over the sides, and that was the end for all those people in those vehicles. That was the end. Here, not so drastic. Not as narrow, but a very costly mistake if you wind up rolling over. It's super expensive. Not something you want to do. This is 55 miles per hour. I'm not doing 55. I'm keeping it within 40. Because this is narrow. And you got hills, and you can catch people off guard. Well, I don't know if I can. I'm tall enough so that, look, oh my goodness, there's a motorcycle behind me. I know he's struggling right now. Two motorcycles, yeah, they're struggling. I know they want to get past me. Feel bad for them, but I'm not gonna drive recklessly to satisfy them. I delivered pumpkins out here. I grabbed some pumpkins in northern Pennsylvania and brought it down to North Carolina. I was talking to one of the owners of the farm that I delivered to. Went from one farm to another, so I was talking to the owner, one of the owners of the farm I delivered to, and she was telling me that there's so much employment in farming of various kinds. This area here is big with the Christmas trees. Now, when she said that there was a lot of employment in the farms, my mind went immediately to the immigrants, rather. Went straight to it. Look, on the hillside over here on the left, a lot of pine trees being grown, a lot of Christmas trees. Yeah, I'm doing 42 right now. These people behind me, they must be frustrated. Especially on a motorcycle. You might want to rip right up these hills. All the twists and turns. It's got to be an exhilarating ride, but I'm putting a damper on that. The scenery is beautiful though. Look at this. If I find a spot to pull over, I will, so they can go by, so that they can enjoy their ride. But for now, I'm keeping it 40, 43. It's 38 now. Keeping it safe, y'alls. No pull over yet. Mental health, that was the topic last night. Mental health. I was talking about an ex-coworker of mine. Man. I know you couldn't tell, but I was holding back the tears when I was talking about his story. And this was somebody who, when I first met him, I found him to be so rude and disrespectful because I reached out to shake his hand and greet him, and he kept his hands to himself. He just looked at me and nothing. Yeah, that made me feel some kind of way. But self-discipline, self-control, and it didn't escalate. But later on I found out something about what he went through that, again, heartbreaking. Really, I held back the tears last night. It wasn't obvious, but yeah, there were a couple of moments where I had to breathe just a little deeper. Because it is sad, real sad. Check it out. Go see the replay. It's early in the video, so you don't have to go in too far. Started right off with the mental health. And mental health is no joke. Without the proper treatment, the proper care, it could be a destructive force to a family. Destructive. I've spoken about how certain things have happened within my own family that it's tough. Man, if that gap were only on this side, I would have pulled in. I would let these motorcycles drive on by so they can enjoy the rest of their ride. Yeah. Mental health can be a destructive force. And right now I'm starting to wonder. Ooh, you see that? See that cow? Right now I'm starting to wonder how societies dealt with people who had mental health issues prior to the discipline of psychiatry and stuff like that. How were those people treated? Maybe some societies decided to execute them? I don't know. Maybe some leaders suffered from some mental health issues and caused them to do things to their own people. That's got to be bonkers. Well, I'm going to keep this one short. I hope you guys enjoyed the scenery. It's beautiful. North Kakalaki. Peace out, y'alls. Come on, kitty.
Arabamda aça, seviyorum çift kalem aça. Göremedi kimseden fayda. İşler